Happy Friday, everyone! Welcome to the very first Gaming Friday of the year. I hope you had a very good New Year's Eve, parties and whatever. But yeah, and happy Saturday for any of you who are already living in Saturday. You guys are living the future. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Although I am supposed to play a different game every week. I am really enjoying Star Trek Legacy, so even though I have played this on the last Gaming Friday, I'm gonna play it again, because I want to play some more, and I want to see where the story is going. So let's resume the campaign. So, for this next level, this is going to be the first level of the next generation era of Star Trek. We should be starting with the USS Stargazer, the USS Philadelphia, and the USS Potemkin. That's a very strange name. I'm thinking if I should buy another ship. Perhaps it might be better if I don't and try to save some cash. Well, we'll see how the mission is going to play out. If I feel like I actually need another ship, then I'll see if I can buy one. But yeah, it's best if I save up a little bit. So let's engage.
Captain's log, stardate 10372.6. While on a survey mission to Galorndon Core, we've received word from a Federation listening post along the neutral zone that a disturbance has been detected involving several Romulan ships and an older Vulcan vessel.
The Romulans appear to be engaged in battle, Captain.
Hey, there's Captain Picard. Although not yet a captain at this point in the story.
Scan. I want to know what's happening over there. My lord, what kind of a mess are the Romulans creating now? That planet has just been liquefied to molten rock. Its core is destabilizing. Brace for the shockwave. Raise shield.
That was quite an
Raise the
explosion.
shields.
I thought later is
But
shoes.
we've been hit badly. Major damage to the outer hull.
The captain. Captain Ruhalter is down. Medical team to the bridge. Emergency.
What are we going to do, Jean-Luc?
I'm taking command. Bring us about. Full impulse, get us some distance. Open a channel to that ship.
Channel open.
Attention, unidentified vessel. I am Captain Picard of the Federation ship Stargazer. You are entering Federation territory. Return at once to Romulan space.
No response, Jean-Luc. They've altered course. They're bypassing our position and heading deeper into Federation space.
Good. We're in no real condition to fight anyway. We need to reach Starbase 61. Tax the engines as hard as you have to, but we must get there quickly.
Will do, Captain.
Do we still have sensors, Vigo?
Barely. The sensor pallets are still there, but there's hardly any power left. It's the planet. The core has completely collapsed.
What about stellar debris? Give me a bearing.
Computing that now. A large portion of the stellar debris will pass through the Vidian star system.
Best possible speed to Starbase 61. Open a channel to them. We're going to need more ships. Acting Captain's log. Supplemental. Captain Ruhalter is dead. After reaching Starbase 61, we discovered only 3 other Federation starships are present in the system. We have very few resources to aid us in this catastrophe, but we'll have to make whatever we do have count twice over. We cannot allow any of those massive fragments to strike the planets in this system. If they do, millions of lives could be lost and the planets rendered uninhabitable for decades.
More likely, very possibly centuries, in fact. So the missions are, well, the objectives. Protect the planets from stellar debris. So those chunks of molten rock that from the other planet that exploded, I gotta destroy those, I'm assuming. And protect the sensor arrays from stellar debris. And also the sensors. Okay, I don't think this is going to be as easy.
The sensor arrays in the system will be able to alert us as to the speed and course of the fragments as they enter range. Let's use this time to reduce the amount of debris entering the area of the planets and the starbase. Stargazer out.
Okay, let's warp with this area here and try to destroy these things as quickly as possible.
Heading set. Engaging target.
All power to weapons.
Full power to weapons.
Engaging target.
Moving into attack position.
Is any other closer? Yes.
Engaging target.
Where are the other ships?
Target.
I commanded everyone to warp here. Stargazer, come on,
Moving to
turn
attack
around.
Position.
Okay, they're heading to that thing there. I'll see if I can deal with this one instead.
Stargazer report.
You know what I actually should do? I should perhaps try and spread the ships around.
Warp speed. Lock phasers.
Okay, that one's done. Let's grab the second ship,
Philadelphia,
send it
standing
over
by.
to here. The Stargazer is gonna deal with this one that is much closer. Easy. Oops.
Setting course.
Each other one. This.
Stand by on phaser.
Question, are the other ships actually attacking?
Philadelphia, standing by.
Yeah, they seem to be.
Standing by. In phaser range, Captain. Stargazer
Okay, good.
report.
I better send the Stargazer over here. Wait a second, these over here, they don't have a target reticule on them. They actually targets.
Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Oh, they are. There's one really close here. Where is it?
Potemkin to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Cannot aim. There it is.
Lock phasers.
That's the sensor array. I wonder, perhaps maybe these with the targets on them. Maybe those are the ones that are in a collision course. Yeah, that must be it. Although, I do have to destroy these other ones because I think these are in a collision course with the planet instead. Are they? I can't tell. It's so confusing. Like this one here, for example, where is that?
Lock phasers.
Yeah, I think that was in a collision course. Come on. Let's warp to get closer faster. Oh, speaking of warping, what is going on over here? Okay, let's send the Stargazer to deal with these things closer by, and let's go to this second ship over here.
Standing by.
I'm not sure if the sensor array over there is safe for the moment. Where is it? There's another ship. Okay, that's the sensor. I sent it. Okay, it was not safe. Crap. Wait, it just disappeared. I don't know which one of these debris hit the sensor, but it seems so far away.
Warp speed. Block phasers.
Come on, take aim. Oh, come on, another sensor array has been destroyed. Ah, crap. Well, I guess I failed the secondary objective. That sucks.
Course laid in.
Let's warp over here and deal with this thing that is closer. The third ship, let's deal with this thing, and Stargazer, you handle this one.
Heading set.
Okay. So I think these ones with the selections on them, these are the ones that are actually
Standing by.
dangerous to the planets. And why hasn't that other
Stargazer,
ship?
This is Starbase 61. We've been monitoring the situation. The debris entering the system is steadily increasing, but I believe we can be of some assistance. We've been able to modify our defensive platforms, increasing their range and power. You can use your tractor beams to tow them to the locations I've indicated. I believe they could provide significant support for destroying the incoming debris.
Captain, we're dropping out of warp. Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead. In phaser range, Captain.
You know, I think I'm gonna reload the mission. I accidentally quit the game. That was not what I meant to do. What I think I should do instead is, so I don't fail the secondary objective so easily, is to keep one ship guarding each one of those sensor arrays. Since I have 3 ships there, I think there were 3 sensors. I'm gonna keep one ship on each one,
Captain's log,
and I'll
Stardate
see if I can
10-3.
get those ships to destroy the rocks that are the closest to each one of those sensors. So maybe, hopefully, that will help.
The sensor pallets are still there, but
Because the asteroid things that are actually a threat to the planets, they should not be a problem until they are closer to the planets. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea, but what can I do? Wait, there's only 2 sensors? Apparently so. Alright, everyone, let's warp to the first one.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead. Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Is everyone here?
Setting course.
Okay. So let's see. This ship here, I'm gonna command this one to guard this one.
Course laid
Now
in.
the second ship, let's send this one to this other one over here. Well, the Stargazer itself is gonna head to over here, and let's try and take care of those things before they reach the sensors. Okay, let's go to the second ship. Okay, you guard this thing. I have no idea if this idea is going to work. The Stargazer I see is already attacking the asteroids. Oh, debris,
Course
actually.
laid in.
Still.
Stargazer reporting.
And let's begin attacking these things. But first, everyone divert powers to weapons. That's already been done.
All power to weapons. Stargazer reporting.
Let's see if this idea is going to work. I hope it does. I hope it does. And it's best if I move over there, because I see that that one is already a little too close for comfort. Let's warp to get that faster. Okay, let's attack this one. I miscalculated my warp jump. Warp again. Boom. Here we are. Since I'm here, let's attack these ones that are the closest. Sure, fight torpedo, why not? This game is fun, but I still don't quite enjoy the aiming system very much. It could be a bit better, I reckon. Is this thing being destroyed? I think so. Alright, let's still handle that one. Come on. Come on, aim and warp. Go! Fine, don't.
Lasers ready, Captain.
Okay, now do. Nice. That was easy. There's more here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's attack this one. There's some close to here. I really hope my plan is going to work. I really do.
Take us into war.
These things are actually much farther away than they seem to be. So that has been destroyed. Let's warp here. I have to keep these things as far away from the sensors as I can make it. Come on, Stargazer! Turn around and warp already. Hurry!
Warp speed.
About dang time.
Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Yeah, I know we are dropping out of warp.
Photons are loading, sir.
Am I moving? Alright. Let's attack that one apparently. Or not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to lose control of the situation. That is pretty bad. Like, I see some things apparently close to this one. Oh my god. Warp!
Take us into war.
What am I shooting at?
Force laid in.
Okay, that sensor array seems to be fine. I'm not very happy with what I am seeing over there. Alright, Stargazer, you handle that situation.
Standing by.
Oops, we have to get there more quickly. Alright, now back to that thing.
Course set, Captain.
Actually, no, never mind. Attack this thing here. Nice.
Philadelphia to fleet.
What?
We're in position.
What do you mean sensor array has been
Course set,
destroyed?
Captain.
Stargazer? What are we... What?
Philadelphia standing by.
Alright, my plan failed. My plan failed. Crap.
Lock phasers.
My plan failed.
Potemkin standing by.
Stargazer, this is Starbase 61.
I'm not gonna try
We've
again.
been monitoring the situation. The debris entering the system is steadily increasing, but I believe we can be of some assistance. We've been able to modify our defensive platforms, increasing their range and power. You can use your tractor beams to tow them to the locations I've indicated. I believe they could provide significant support for destroying the incoming debris.
New objective acquired. Protect the planets. Use the tractor beam to move turrets to defensive positions above the planets. And I still have to protect the sensor arrays from stellar debris. Alright. So, these things, right? Okay. All ships report to that thing, except for ship number 3 over here. Wait, how do I unselect again? Wait, why can't I select an... Oh, there we go, it's shift. I have to use the shift key to do this. Okay, the two of you warp to that location.
Proceeding at maximum warp.
But this one will still keep trying to destroy the debris near there, close to this array.
Setting course now.
Let's go back to these other ships here.
Stargazer reporting.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Stargazer,
Stargazer reporting.
Federation turret. Let's take this
Setting course
turret.
Philadelphia, standing by.
This is awfully close.
Lock photon.
Awaiting orders.
What? You're still here? I thought you were already here. Ah, frick.
Stargazer reporting.
Okay, let's see. Tractor
Warping your
beam
coordinates.
on that. And let's bring it over here.
Course set, Captain.
All power to engines. We can get there more quickly.
Auxiliary power to the engines.
About time that this ship got here. Which one should I take? Take that one. Tractor beam. All power to engines. Oh god, this is going to take so long.
Course set, Captain.
I cannot warp when using the tractor beam with something. That's the issue, you know. This is going to be a problem. Ship number 3. Where's it? Ah, dang it! I was gonna send the third ship to the planet. Crap.
In position.
Ah, I can't lose a single planet. Oh man. I could buy another ship, a 4th ship, to help, but I'm not sure that is going to be much help, to be honest.
Log, stardate 10.
Alright, let's skip all the cutscenes. We already know what we gotta do.
Good.
I'm just not doing it right.
Do we still have... What about...
Computing that.
Best...
Come on. I'm smashing the space key.
Stargazer reporting.
Alright, all power to weapons.
Diverting power, Captain.
Yeah.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Unselect the 3rd ship and let's send the Stargazer and the other one to these things there. Now let's have just this ship.
Standing by.
Can I go ahead and use the tractor beam on these
Engage
to position them right now?
Course set, Captain.
I'm gonna try it.
Full power to engines.
Wait,
Heading set.
did the tractor beam work?
Holding at this position.
Engage.
The warp here was intentional. Ah, but I overshot. Crap.
Setting course now.
Come on.
Philadelphia to fleet.
Let's check
We're in
these.
position. Philadelphia standing by.
Oh, shoot!
Phasers ready, Captain.
Okay, where's the Stargazer?
Stargazer reporting.
right?
Potemkin standing by.
Why didn't you go to the
Setting
the
course
thing there?
now.
Go, move. Stop.
Not possible, Captain. Warp
Stop! Oh my god.
Possible, Captain.
Come on, warp back. Hurry. Okay, while this ship tries to sort itself out,
Philadelphia standing by.
let's check what's going on here. Philadelphia and Stargazer, you guys gotta be more quick.
Moving into
Quick.
attack position.
Proceed to warp.
Moving into attack position.
Come on, shoot.
Engaging target.
Okay, they seem to be doing fine for the moment. Although, let's send
Philadelphia
this ship
standing by.
to deal with this thing here. Now let's try the third ship again with the tractor beam. Potemkin. That's a very strange name if you ask me.
Engaging tractor beam.
Alright, let's see if the tractor beam actually works.
Full power to engine. Engage tractor beam.
No, I don't think the tractor beam works. I have to actually unlock this objective.
Proceeding to warp.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Setting course.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, that sucks. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything too close to that sensor. So let's send this third ship to help with this one here, because there's a lot of stuff close to
Warp
it.
speed.
Philadelphia
This
standing
one,
by.
I ordered you to go over there.
Potemkin standing by.
Okay, which one of these rocks is the closest or on a collision course? That one. That one seems to be on a collision course
Diverting
with
power
this
to weapons,
sensor.
Captain.
Okay, let's divert power to the
Full
engines.
Power to engines.
Try and get there a little faster without using warp. Come on.
Warping to your coordinates.
No, that has been destroyed. I wasn't even shooting.
Aye, Captain. Full power to weapons.
It must have been the Stargazer without me seeing. Come on, get close enough so I can shoot. There we go. Nice. Which other ones? Not collision course. What? Oh, for goodness sake.
Potemkin standing by.
know the
Philadelphia
Potemkin.
standing by.
Fine. This here seems to be a problem. More immediate power problem.
Stargate.
Wow, the Stargazer is very far away. Much farther than it
Proceeding
needs
to
to.
warp.
Potemkin standing by.
Maximum warp. Philadelphia standing by.
Is this there? That's the one I want. Come on, go down there. You can do it. Nice. Now the other one.
photons.
That thing went into forever.
Stargazer, this is...
Yeah, we know. We gotta deal with this thing here first. This is way too close to this planet.
Lock phasers.
Okay. Now, let's try and deal with that.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Potemkin, standing
Philadelphia, warp to over here. Let's try those turrets again. Let's leave the Stargazer to try and do something about that sensor.
Initiating warp.
Potemkin, standing by.
Philadelphia, standing
Like this,
by.
here is the ship that I wanted. So, good.
On our way.
Alright, I should probably leave the ship here.
Setting course now.
Potemkin, standing by.
Tractor beam.
Engage track.
Yeah, now the tractor beam works.
Full power to
Fun.
engines. Course laid in.
That is too close to the planet. I don't like it. I very much don't.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Let's shoot this one because this one is on collision course with the planet.
Holding at this position.
Yeah. I should warp to over there. Immediately. Because I don't think this third ship
Potemkin, standing by.
is gonna be able to get there in time. Oh my god, that is awfully close. Someone's better get there quickly. I commanded the ship to warp here. Oh my god, which one is gonna get here first? That ship or this ship?
Proceeding to warp.
Ah! Frick. Oh, now he gets here.
Heading set.
Ah, crap. One thing I can do a bit differently is I could buy a fourth ship, send 3 of them to deal with the asteroids, while I keep one ship, the fourth ship, close to those turrets. So as soon as the turret mission unlocks, I can command this ship that is close to the turrets to tow the turrets to the planets. At least those 2 that are the closest. While the other 3 ships still deal with the asteroids. I'm gonna keep calling those asteroids, even though they are not actually asteroids. But whatever. Alternatively, I can do that, but take one of those other 3 ships and bring it over to the turrets to help tow more of those things. The problem is that I don't have that many credits. Let's see one that is quick and doesn't cost much. I suppose this Miranda class refit. Well, could do the... Yeah, I think if I want speed to tow the turrets faster, I suppose this scout ship is going to be a better option. It doesn't cost too much. I am very short on points there. Alright, let's try this.
Stardate 10.
Smash that space key.
Best possible.
Ah! There we go. Right.
Stargazer reporting.
So, everyone, all power to weapons. Now, Stargazer, you and whoever you are.
Potemkin, standing by.
Potemkin. Yeah, sure. You three warp over there. Well, the fourth one, this guy over here, keep your power on the engines
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
and stay very close to one of these turrets. This ship is ugly. Yeah, let's stay a little closer. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Point towards that planet. Stop.
Aye, sir.
Okay, that's good enough. Let's check on these other three here.
Standing by.
Shoot!
In phaser range, Captain.
Okay, Stargazer, what are you doing? Do something. Yeah, start doing stuff. It would be very good if I could not fail the secondary mission. Because those help with the money. The more objectives I can accomplish, the more cash I get. That is great for buying new, more and better ships.
Course set, Captain.
I hope the other two ships here are doing well. Let's check. Someone has to go over here.
Standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Warping to your coordinates.
I gotta start dealing with those asteroids that are the closest to that sensor.
Heading set.
Photon torpedoes ready.
Stargazer, come on, take aim at something. Right, Stargazer and the third ship over here. You guys need to get out of there. Also, this ship is this doing something?
Standing by.
It's not doing anything. Come on, hurry.
Maximum warp.
Take aim, hurry. There we go.
Fire lasers.
Let's see if we can destroy this.
Proceed to warp.
Actually, let's check on the other two.
Standing by.
Aborting warp, Captain.
That should be my target. That one. Oh, that is actually far away. It's down below. Alright, let's attack that. Stargazer, what are you doing there?
Potemkin standing by.
Phasers ready, Captain.
Hey, Koto! Happy Friday! Welcome to the stream. Live long and prosper. I forgot the other part of that sentence. I actually just watched an episode where Spock appeared. I should check on the ship that I left, taking care of the other sensor. Which one was that? The third or the second? It was the second ship. Yes, it was. What are you doing so far away from everything? Go back there. Come on, warp. This ship is a tad slow. I really want to save both of these sensors this time. Come on, warp. Go, engage. Hit the gas. Where are you going? Alright, while it does whatever,
Stargazer reporting.
let's keep working on these things. Come on, take aim at the thing that I want you to. Not that one. Yeah, the aiming system could be a bit better. Like, I want to shoot at this one, but it's not taking aim at that one.
Proceeding to warp.
I don't know why.
Potemkin standing by.
Okay, you gotta go there. So warp.
Philadelphia standing by.
Let's check on the Philadelphia. Oh, there's stuff too close to the sensor. There, now that one. Come on.
Block photons.
Nice. Now that one.
Stand by.
Okay, where's the sensor? Okay, the sensor is there.
Stargazer, this is Starbase 61. We've been monitoring the situation.
Okay, so I moved on to the second part of this mission. But the sensors are still in danger.
Warping to your coordinates.
The annoying part now is that I have to... Oh my god, that's a big one. Okay, it looks like that one went straight by. Okay, that one does not seem to be on a collision course. This one is on a collision course with the sensor. Now that I have unlocked the turret things,
Engaging tractor beam.
let's try and move them to these positions.
Course laid in.
All power to the engine, okay.
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
Let's leave this ship doing its thing.
Philadelphia standing by.
Philadelphia, go here. Never mind that. Gotta destroy this one before that destroys the planet. And this one. Where's the sensor in this area? It's there, it
Warping to
seems.
your coordinates.
Okay, I have to forget about that sensor for the moment.
On our way.
Stargazer reporting.
Sharon to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Okay, we have placed one sensor in position. Good.
Warping to your coordinates.
Let's warp back and try to get... No, not again! Which one was that?
Maximum warp.
I don't even know which one that was. Oh my god. Let's try again.
Captain's log, stardate 10-3.
Yeah, we already know about your captain's log. I'll try it again with the same plan.
Computing that.
Best. Stargazer
Okay.
reporting.
Ship number 4,
Standing by.
you stay over there with all power to the engines.
Full power to engines.
While Stargazer, Potemkin, and whatever the other ship was, all power to weapons and warp over to those asteroids.
Initiating warp. Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Alright, now start shooting.
Launch phases.
Engaging target.
Moving in to attack position.
Lasers ready, Captain.
It is hard to protect those sensors and still manage to protect the planets and move the turrets.
Engaging
I mean, I was expecting this mission to be much more difficult than the previous ones, but at the same time, considering that this is basically just a protect mission, you just gotta shoot these rocks in space, it doesn't seem too difficult. I suppose the problem is just a matter of management. I'm not doing it very well.
Lasers ready, Captain.
Honestly, at this point, I'd rather be shooting Romulan ships. Romulan or Klingon ships. Come on, shoot! Okay, Stargazer. Go there now.
Shadow, standing by.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Philadelphia's not doing anything here. Attack that thing then.
Potemkin, standing by.
And Potemkin, you do this one.
Proceeding at maximum warp.
Yeah, sure. Let's see the Stargazer.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead. Aborting warp, Captain.
Alright, that's good enough. Come on, shoot, shoot. Alright. Stop warping!
Course set, Captain.
Come on, go there, shoot the thing. Hurry! Alright, that second sensor array is still fine for now. Where's the one in this area? Okay, it's that one. Which one of these is on a collision course with that? Probably that one.
Full power to engine.
Weapons again.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Launch phasers.
Okay. That.
Stand by on phasers.
Sensors seem to be doing fine for the moment.
Stand by on phasers.
Okay, you go there. Let's check on the other ships.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Alright, what are you doing, Philadelphia? What's going on over here? No, 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 you're not going to attack that one. You're going to attack that one instead. That one, I say. Yes, reposition yourself and go there.
Potemkin, standing
What about
by.
you, Potemkin? Where's the sensor? It's the Philadelphia. That's the sensor. Where is this ship going? Attack this thing. Go. Yes, that. Come on, take aim. Hurry. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's switch back to this one. Because I see stuff way too close to the sensor. Come on, turn around and warp. Hurry, 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 hurry! I really want to save both of these sensors. Also, hang on a second. Have I unlocked the turrets yet? No, I haven't. Warp!
Captain, warp speed ahead. Aborting warp, Captain.
Right, this thing. Shoot!
Proton torpedoes ready.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Nice.
Stand by to launch torpedoes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this sensor seems to be fine for the moment. Let's... never mind. What is this on a collision course with a sensor? No, it is not. Good. Let's deal with...
Stargazer, this is Starbase 6.
Okay, the turrets have been unlocked.
Laser power is optimal. Engage.
Aborting warp, Captain.
Why are you so far away from that? Oh my god. The other one is on a collision course with the planet, and it is way too close to the planet.
Auxiliary power to the engines.
Okay, power to weapons again.
Range, Captain.
Alright, nice. So that one has been destroyed. Let's handle that one that is coming.
Philadelphia, standing
Ooh.
by.
Wait a second. Wait. What are you doing so far away from there? You go there. Ship number 3, what are you doing? Handle that thing.
Captain.
You have to protect the sensor. Where is the sensor anyway?
Setting course.
I don't see the sensor. Oh, it's up there. Okay, fine, whatever.
Shadow, standing
Charon,
by.
engage the tractor beam.
Engaging tractor beam.
Power to engines.
Full power to engines.
And you go there to position that turret. Now you... Oh my god, I couldn't... Oh my god, the sensor in this area here has been destroyed. Frick. Right, you, Stargazer.
In phaser range, Captain.
Since that sensor has been destroyed, target that one.
Philadelphia, standing by.
And in Philadelphia, you will target that asteroid.
Potemkin, standing by.
Turret has been placed. Okay, in that case, let's send
Shadow,
Charon back to
standing
the turrets over there. Had I not ordered a ship to deal with this thing here? I thought I did.
standing by. Proceeding to warp. Potemkin, standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Oh my god, this is a management mess.
Engaging
Alright, not
tractor
mess, a nightmare. There's so many things happening. Everywhere.
Stargazer reporting.
It's Stargazer, why are you not shooting that asteroid? You should have done it already, it's way too close to the planet. Come on!
Proceed to warp.
That was awfully close.
Setting course. Philadelphia, standing by.
Philadelphia.
Potemkin, standing by. Sharon, to fleet. Awaiting
Sensor, well, I just lost the second sensor array. Great. I failed the secondary mission.
Affirmative.
Alright, so that one has been destroyed by the turret that I placed. Excellent.
Shadow, standing by.
Is this turret placed? Not quite. Come on. Come on! What? Where are you going? You... Oh my god. Place it here.
Setting course now.
There.
Course set, Captain.
Wow, this ship is quick.
Stargazer reporting.
Stargazer. Handle that thing. It is getting way too close to the planet. Okay. That thing has been placed. So let's go back and grab another one. Oh my god, that is way too close to the planet.
Warping to your coordinates.
Hurry, take aim. Take aim! I don't want to have to do... I do not want to do this mission again. Okay. Now you grab another turret. This one, yes.
Engaging tractor beam.
And bring it over to here.
Course laid in.
I'm not sure if it was a good investment to buy this particular ship, but at least it has the quickest engines.
Philadelphia standing
Okay,
by.
Philadelphia. Move there.
Course set, Captain.
Yeah, there.
Setting course now.
Let's see what the Stargazer is doing.
Lock phasers.
Nice. Okay, for now, this planet is doing fine, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything on a collision course with it. Should I worry about these things here? These Federation things? Suppose not.
Philadelphia standing by.
Shoot that thing, Philadelphia.
Potemkin standing by.
The ship is a bit slow.
Lock phasers.
You might as well shoot this one since it's the closest, I guess.
Lock phasers.
Nice. Let's see what's going on around here. Alright, everything seems to be fine for the moment.
Charon to fleet.
Charon!
Standing by.
Where do I place this turret? Oh my god, up there! At least this ship is quick.
Course laid in.
Come on, turn around, hurry. There we go.
Course set, Captain.
Okay, go back now to...
Stargazer to all ships.
Never
We've
mind.
detected a massive piece of stellar matter on a collision course with Phidian 3. Its sheer mass and velocity make it unlikely we'll be able to destroy it using our phasers or torpedoes. But we may be able to use the mass of the other fragments to inflict more damage by impacting some of the smaller debris into the larger ones. Transfer auxiliary power to your tractor beam systems. We'll need all the power we can get.
Am I gonna have to... Wait a second. Protect the sensor array. Okay, I have already lost this mission here. Use a tractor beam to move turrets. Okay, protect the planets. So, if I understood correctly what Captain Picard said, I have to use the tractor beams now on the smaller asteroids and drag them to the big ones. Is that it? I guess. Alright, all ships. Let's select all ships. How do I do this? Everyone warp there. The turret should now protect the planet, so we have to bring asteroids. Actually, everyone, cancel the warp. Never mind, they're not gonna... Whoa, that is big!
Aborting warp, Captain.
That is big. Okay, everyone, let's see... Power to engines?
Full power to engines.
How am I gonna do this?
Philadelphia standing by.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Warping to your coordinates.
Warping? I did not command you to warp.
Potemkin standing by.
Oh my god. There.
Stargazer reporting.
Stargazer? Wait, where's the option to use the tractor beam?
Position.
Wait, what?
Lock phasers.
There it is. Finally.
Engage tractor beam.
Okay, you go there.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Suppose I had to be much closer. Move like there.
Potemkin standing by.
Move to there.
Set, Captain.
What are you doing?
Standing by.
Move to there.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Philadelphia, what are you still doing down there?
Setting course now. Potemkin standing by.
Course set, Captain. Stargazer reporting. Engage tractor beam.
Lasers ready, Captain.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Oh, wow. We are far. This one is far. Warp there.
Potemkin standing by. Stand by to fire phasers.
Oh, don't fire phasers. Come on, give me the tractor beam option.
Proceeding to warp.
I'm so close to this thing. There we
We'll be able
go.
to set this fragment on a collision course with the large stellar debris to break it up.
You grab something. Anything. Whatever's the closest.
Stargazer reporting.
How many more am I gonna have to shoot at this thing? That seems to be the closest to this. Move to selected.
Setting course now. Potemkin standing by.
There.
Shadow, standing by.
Get on.
Prepare to launch photon torpedo.
Is that the target? Wow, you went far for this. You went far for this. You went very far.
Philadelphia to fleet.
Potemkin standing by.
We're in position.
Go there.
Stand by to fire phasers. Potemkin standing by.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Grab that.
Philadelphia to fleet.
Go there.
We've arrived at our destination.
What is
Philadelphia,
this ship doing
standing
there?
by.
Not grabbing anything. Hey, seriously, dude, you have to grab one of these. ASAP. And what is the Potemkin doing?
Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
There, grab that. Move there.
Course set, Captain. Potemkin standing by.
Shadow, standing by. Philadelphia, standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Lasers locked on target, sir.
Don't shoot, just...
Philadelphia,
No!
standing by.
Stop shooting! Stop oh my god. AI doesn't help very much sometimes.
Philadelphia, standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
Okay, so these two ships are still dragging
Stand by. for
the
launch.
asteroids, but they are not tossing it at the big one.
We fragmented the largest piece, but the resulting stellar debris is still on course for Phidian 3. Continue targeting the remaining pieces. It's imperative that we destroy them before they can hit the planet.
I'm trying. Sure, I'm trying.
Engaging target.
Moving into attack position.
Stargazer reporting.
Hey, Stargazer, grab something. Oh, that is awfully close to the planet. Actually, no, don't warp there. Warp there.
Shadow.
Sharon, what you doing? Wow, the ship is nimble.
Maximum warp.
Oh! You have failed the mission. It does not help that the ships I send to grab asteroids just shoot at them and destroy them before I can use a tractor beam on them. And it also doesn't help that when I can grab one and send the ship to the big piece, to have the asteroid be thrown at that big piece, the ship just circles around the big piece with the smaller one in tow instead of hooking it, throwing it at the big piece. Man, there's so many things to do in this mission.
Captain's log, stardate 10.
Yeah, we know about your log.
Be done. I'm no good.
Come on, hurry. You know, I end up losing those sensor arrays one way or another, so I'm not gonna bother.
Stargazer reporting.
Shadow, stand
Shadow,
by.
you stay there.
Course laid in.
Not really gonna need you right now.
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
Stargazer reporting.
Now, Stargazer, Philadelphia, and everyone else, you'll warp there.
Take us in.
Okay, Stargazer,
Stargazer reporting.
shoot that thing wherever you are, Philadelphia.
On our way.
You... Which one do I want you to shoot? Shoot that one.
In phase range, Captain.
And you do that one.
Shadow, standing by.
Meanwhile, let's prepare the Charon to move some turrets. You know, hold on, stop. Stop. Full stop. I should probably, when I unlock the turrets, I should probably take one with this planet first, because that one is the farthest away. Hopefully by then I can manage to keep these other two here a little safer before I position turrets on them.
Setting
Okay, you
course
stay close
now.
to that. Actually, no, never mind. This one.
Setting course now.
Wait, which one? It's hard to... There we go. Oh my god.
Course laid in.
There. I've made it.
Setting course now.
Did I? Where are you going?
Setting course now.
It's a bit difficult to take aim at one of these on this map. There.
Course laid in.
I want the ship to be the closest to the turret that is the closest to that other planet that I just talked about. I think it's going to be this one. Whoa, you are fast. Yeah, you stay here. Stay put. Let's see what's going on over here.
Potemkin standing by.
Okay, things are starting to get a little bit out of control there.
Standing by.
The asteroids are starting to spread around. In a dangerous fashion.
Stargazer reporting.
Stargazer, get out of there. Stargazer, I commanded you to get out of there and head this way.
Philadelphia standing by.
And you, Philadelphia, go there.
Standing by. Setting course now.
Come on. Hurry up.
Stargazer reporting.
Might be better if I... Well, there goes that sensor.
Engaging warp drive. Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Alright. This is what I wanted.
standing by.
Alright, let's order the Philadelphia to attack that.
Potemkin standing by.
Potemkin, you are still back here.
Engaging warp drive.
Yes. Yes, we do. No. There, yes, that one. That's the one I want to take aim at. Good. Now that one.
Hot phasers.
Excellent. Could you get there faster? Alright, who is this ship? Wait a second. Wait. Whatever, let's just send this one there. The planets are the priority.
Potemkin standing by.
Philadelphia standing by.
Come on, take aim. Hurry. At this point, I just want to get this mission over with.
Photon torpedoes ready.
I'm getting tired of having to redo the mission over and over. Stargazer, what are you doing?
Lasers ready, Captain.
Okay, things seem to be doing fine for the moment over here.
Stand by on phaser.
Nice. Let's leave the ship here for the moment.
Prepare to launch proton torpedo.
Well, there goes the other sensor array. This is fine.
Philadelphia standing by.
Philadelphia, had I not commanded you to shoot that asteroid?
This is Starbase.
Alright. Now I have unlocked the not the sensor arrays, these things, the turrets. Let's use this ship to place them in these spots.
Course set, Captain.
I'll power to engines. Perfect.
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
Okay, now let's let this ship fly there
Standing by.
on autopilot. And let's try to focus on these asteroids on a collision course with the planets that are unprotected. Where is that ship going? Potemkin! I have ordered you about 4 times now to head to that asteroid there and shoot it. You are flying away from it. Come on, get there faster. Faster. Where are you going? There we go. See, it wasn't hard, was it? I say, it was not.
Stand by to fire phasers.
Alright, very good. Aim at that one. Let's see the Stargazer. Alright, Stargazer. That back there. That turret is almost in place. Let's check on that.
Shadow standing by.
It has to go up there. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Course set, Captain. 'Cause 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 'c
Almost there. There we go. This one is in position. Now fly back to the turrets at warp speed. And let's check on the other ships.
Potemkin standing by.
Alright, Potemkin,
Standing by.
head this way.
Warping to your coordinates.
I said head this way. Alright, now it is moving.
Stargazer reporting.
Charon to fleet. We have arrived.
Stargazer, where are you going? The asteroid is back there.
Philadelphia standing by.
Potemkin standing by.
Lock photon.
Okay, this area seems to be fine. Alright, now that scout ship. I almost forgot about it.
Standing by. Engage tractor beam.
Alright, you will take that to here.
Setting course now.
Charon standing by.
Potemkin standing by.
Potemkin,
Course set, Captain.
Philadelphia standing by.
I don't know, ordered this ship to go that way already. Warp.
Initiating warp.
Get out of warp. And shoot that. Yes, perfect. Now let's check on Charon.
Charon standing by.
There, down there. There we go, this one is in place. Now warp back to here, and let's grab another one.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed ahead. Aborting warp, Captain.
Where's another one that I can take? Let's take that one. No, it's too far.
Course set, Captain.
Too far? Oh,
Course set, Captain.
gonna get close enough now.
Engage
That.
tractor beam.
And go there. Right there.
Setting course now.
Okay, perfect. Now I hope these turrets that are left here are enough to protect the command post.
Stargazer reporting.
Stargazer, handle that.
Philadelphia standing
Philadelphia, do that.
Course set, Captain.
And
standing
Potemkin, that one.
Course laid in.
by. Charon standing by.
Okay, next step on the mission. Come on, what is it?
Stargazer to all ships. We
Oh, yes,
detected
this.
a massive piece of...
Alright, that's annoying. Now all ships, power to engines,
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
and... Oh my god.
Stargazer reporting.
Stop shooting stuff.
Course laid in.
Stop shooting. I don't want you just to shoot it.
Philadelphia to fleet.
Stop shooting. Okay, full stop. Come on, give me the option to use the tractor beam. Right, can I do it on this one? Yes.
Excellent. We should be able to set this fragment on a collision course with the large stellar debris to break it up.
There.
Philadelphia standing
Now
by.
you, Philadelphia.
Potemkin to fleet. Awaiting orders.
In phaser range, Captain.
There we go, tractor beam.
Engaging tractor beam.
Set this
Course
there.
set, Captain.
Potemkin standing by.
And you, Potemkin. Full stop. Tractor beam, and go there.
Course set, Captain.
Now, what is this tiny ship doing over here? Tractor beam that. And bring it over to that.
Course set, Captain.
Stargazer reporting.
Did I do it? I don't know.
Stand by to launch torpedoes.
Come on, give me the tractor beam option already. There.
Engaging tractor beam. Course set, Captain.
I better not fail this time.
Philadelphia to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Photons locked on target, Captain.
Okay, you stop shooting that thing. You just grabbed something.
We fragmented the largest piece, but the resulting stellar debris is still on course for Phidian 3. Continue targeting the remaining pieces. It's imperative that we destroy them before they can hit the planet.
We have arrived at our destination.
Philadelphia standing by.
In phaser range, Captain.
Come on. Tractor beam, tractor beam. I'm so focusing this. There.
Engage tractor.
Stargazer reporting. Prepare to launch photon torpedoes.
Is there not a single one close by?
Potemkin to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Let's take that one.
Potemkin standing by.
Why are you not moving?
Stand
You
by
have
for
one on your
phase.
tractor beam. Send it over there. Hurry.
Course set, Captain.
Shadow, standing by.
Philadelphia standing by.
Stargazer reporting.
That is getting way too close to the planet.
Stand by on phaser.
Potemkin to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Course laid in.
Potemkin standing by.
Shadow, standing by. Engage tractor beam.
Believe it or
Our
not.
efforts have paid off
Wait.
today. All of the stellar fragments have been destroyed. We've managed to avert a disaster.
I
You
did it!
all have done splendid work here. Well done.
Finally.
Captain's log, Stardate 10374.8. This is my first entry as the captain of a starship, though I wish my command bars hadn't come with such a high cost. With the loss of Captain Ruhalter and several of my crewmates, I grieve for
Bless
us
you.
all. However, they died holding up the highest traditions of Starfleet, proudly doing their best to rise to a challenge and overcome great odds. Our friends and comrades will be missed. I will endeavor to be a captain worthy of such a fine crew and such a fine ship. I do regret
Bless you.
that Starfleet has been unable to determine the whereabouts of the vessel which brought the Romulans to our doorstep. But perhaps, in time, we'll be able to piece together what really happened here today in an effort to give it meaning.
Ah, finally I finished this mission. Finally. Alright, next mission. Yes, I want to save the progress. Too bad, however, I had to spend money on another ship. And I could not succeed at the secondary objective. Alright, let's sell the Charon. Ooh! I have the 1701D Enterprise! Awesome! That ship is awesome. Nice! I still have the Potemkin. I don't like that ship. But I'm not going to buy another ship, not now anyway. Let's technically, if I sell these two here, the Philadelphia, and the Potemkin, I might be able to buy a better one, because now I have the next generation airships, and those ships are better than these ones, I suppose. Alright, let's sell that. Let's sell this one. I don't know if what I'm doing is a good idea. Okay, so that's a Galaxy class. It's way too expensive. Ambassador class would be a good choice, but it also costs a lot. Let's see. What is the most basic one? Norway class. It is actually a well balanced ship, it seems. This one kind of reminds me of a Manta Ray. It's strange. Alright, let's buy this one. Oof, I can only buy another one of this. I don't think I am doing a very good choice in expenses. If I buy another one of this, wow, only 71 points left. Yeah, I'm not doing very well with the economics part of this game. If anything, I will load a save and do it again. Let's engage.
Acting Captain's Log, Stardate 45252.6.
Who are you?
After departing Utopia Planitia Fleet Yards for a test flight of the newly completed USS Defiant, we have arrived in the Atari system to find some disturbing evidence of a Romulan incursion into Federation space. Starfleet Command has been notified of our discovery, and nearby starships are en route to our position. The Atarian Nebula was chosen as a proving ground for the Defiant's trial run because of its isolation from prying eyes. Yet, here I stare at the wreckage of a Romulan warbird well within our borders. Starfleet has been concerned by the active reemergence of the Romulan Star Empire in recent months. Their actions seem to be getting bolder with each new encounter, such as this most recent attempt to conquer Vulcan. As a matter of even greater concern, my chief engineer has informed me that upon entering Itari, our warp drive has become mysteriously inoperative. Until other Federation starships arrive, it is our duty to scout the area surrounding the nebula to determine what, if any, Romulan presence still lingers. Though this was supposed to be the Defiant's first trial run in a simulated exercise, I can't wait to see what our capabilities truly are. That's truly a spectacle I thought I'd never see, at least not this close. Let's get a scan of the...
Oh, there goes a ship, so no scan on that, I guess. Oh, hello. Hello, friendos. Friend or foe?
Your vessel is not known to us. State your intentions here.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, and I was just about to ask you that very question. Give me a reason why you have breached the neutral zone and violated the terms of our treaty.
I am Commander Valerius of the Tal Shiar. We do as we will, with or without your approval. Our intelligence has placed a very dangerous fugitive in this sector, and we lay in wait for her.
Am I to assume the disruption field inhibiting our warp drive is your doing?
As I said, we are waiting for our prey.
So you're hoping to catch your quarry, then what?
Then we intend to destroy her for the Romulan lives she has extinguished. Our justice and laws demand no less.
Our laws mandate that anyone in our space is to be judged by our standard. If you wish to extradite a prisoner, you must go through the proper channels. You cannot simply...
Do you take us for fools, Sisko? These new Vulcan weapons will not stop us. Your puppets cannot withstand the might of the Romulan Star Empire.
Vulcan weapons? I have no idea what you're referring to, Commander. But the Federation does not attack its neighbors.
You lie. I've seen firsthand what your allies did to one of our worlds. Yet one of your ships was unharmed by the Vulcan assassin you sent into our space. She plagued us for years, and now we will know vengeance.
I'm not sure what you're basing your intelligence on, Valerius, but from where I'm sitting, you're the one who is in direct violation of our peace agreement.
You dare feign ignorance?
We both know I can't just leave you to your own devices here. You have violated our space.
Enough. This conversation has become tiresome, and you are more useful dead than interfering with my plans.
Get us into that nebula fast, Ensign. Full impulse power.
That's not gonna be all too helpful. With a warp drive.
Captain's log, stardate 45252.8.
There he is.
Starfleet has ordered the Enterprise and 3 other Federation starships to the Itarian Nebula in response to a disturbing report from one of our vessels undertaking a routine training flight in the area. With little intelligence to go on and no sign of the Defiant, we have begun an intensive scan of the surrounding area to discover what may have happened to her. My chief engineer says all our systems are functioning properly. However, we seem to be unable to create a stable warp field. Sensors indicate this system is littered with objects that are giving off inverse graviton bursts. They seem to be having a destabilizing effect on our warp fields. We're also detecting something. A faint signal coming from within the nebula. It seems to be a Federation transponder. We should move to investigate.
Yay! Finally, the 1701D. Investigate the Federation beacon.
Enterprise.
Ah, she's a beauty. Nice. Alright, where am I supposed to go? There? Ah, yeah, sure. Oh, that's a lot of enemy stuff.
Setting course now.
So I can't warp. In which case, divert all power to engines.
All power to engines.
Enemy
Let's
vessel
get there as
detected.
quickly as possible.
Budapest, standing by.
Albany, standing by.
Helm. It's a Federation disaster beacon. There's an encoded message hidden within the carrier.
This is Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, acting captain of the Defiant. We've been attacked by Romulan warbirds, and have been unable to get word back to Starfleet of the Romulan presence here. We were unable to elude them, having been restricted to impulse speeds. Seeking refuge within the nebula has bought us time, but they are very near to discovering us here. Any Federation vessel who discovers this beacon should attempt to destroy enough warp inhibitors to disable the disruption field. Only then can you form a stable warp bubble and escape.
Right, so the thing I have just selected certainly is one of the things that I have to destroy. Destroy enough warp dampeners to re-enable warp. Ascertain the location of the USS Defiant and her crew. Alright, that should be simple enough.
In phaser range, Captain.
Albany, standing by. We have cover.
Enterprise.
That was
We
easy.
destroyed the target.
Course
Let's
set,
handle
Captain.
those.
Engaging target.
Budapest, standing by.
I always seem to be under fire.
Shields ready, Captain.
This is fine.
Enemy shields disabled, Captain. Target neutralized.
Moving into attack position. Enterprise.
The freighter demands your destruction.
Ah, shut up.
Photons are loading, sir. Direct hit to enemy engine.
Enemy vessel detected.
Oh, by the way, I should divert power to weapons.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
Budapest complete. Awaiting orders.
Romulan target destroyed. Lost protocol. Captain, enemy shields are down.
Threat neutralized. You would stand against us. You invite your doom.
You have to be careful. I do not want to lose any ships.
Destroyed. Romulan ships approaching, Captain.
Okay, we are spending way too much time here. Let's move on to the next dampener. As quickly as possible.
Moving in to attack position.
Let's order some repairs. before stuff goes wrong.
Albany standing by. Photon torpedoes ready.
Threat neutralized. Set to show Romulan vessels on intercept.
Albany standing by.
Budapest standing by.
Okay, now all ships, let's head
Clearly outmatched.
there, I guess.
Course laid in.
No, actually, no. We should take care of these ships first. Otherwise, they're gonna cause us trouble on the way.
Romulan target destroyed.
Almost there.
Romulan ships on approach. Captain, enemy shields are down.
I'm trying to take aim so I can shoot torpedoes. He's getting away! Alright, fine, away with you. Power to engines so I can get there faster.
Converting power to engines, Captain. Romulan vessel destroyed. Course set, Captain.
Engaging target.
Engaging target.
That was easy.
Our shields are down.
Wait, that has not been destroyed yet?
We've destroyed the target.
Nice.
Setting course now. Engaging target. We have company.
Engaging target.
In phaser range, Captain. Target shields down. Enemy shields disabled, Captain. Target neutralized.
Lock phases.
Engaging target.
Ah, you are back, huh?
You would stand against
Well,
them.
you're dead now.
You invite your doom.
Romulan target destroyed. Photons are loading, sir. Albany complete. We're taking a beating.
Take this, Romulans.
Captain, enemy shields are down.
Come on, fire torpedoes! There we go. Seriously, they didn't hit? Ow! Ship was right there.
We have company. Phasers locked on target, sir. Engaging.
Oh boy, this ship here is in trouble.
Albany standing by.
Romulan ship destroyed.
Man, am I gonna have to destroy all of those?
Engaging target.
That is way too many. My god,
Budapest standing by.
Diverting power to weapons, Captain.
that is way too many to take care of.
Enterprise.
Right, so that is almost gone.
Our warp bubble is now almost completely enveloping the ship. My engineer believes we have destroyed half of the emitters necessary for us to regain warp drive. Keep targeting the remaining emitters.
Trying. Stop shooting!
Romulan ships approaching, Captain.
To be honest, I'm more concerned with the third ship over there than with the Enterprise right now.
Destroyed, Captain.
Right.
Moving into attack position.
Gotta get rid of these guys on our tails.
Stand by to launch torpedoes.
Target shields down. Albany to fleet. We're taking a beating.
Yeah, I know you're taking a beating. I'm trying my best over here.
We have company. Romulan vessel destroyed.
Although if I'm honest, they seem to be doing fine for the most part.
Launch photon.
Engaging target.
There is no escape for you.
Yeah, there is. But there will be at least soon as I can re-enable warp drive.
Target shields down.
We have company. Romulan
Alright. Alright, now this guy. That guy's dead.
Moving in to attack position.
Captain, enemy shields are down.
There is no escape for you.
Nice.
Target destroyed.
Let's move on to the next thing. There.
Sensors report new enemy vessels.
That seems to be the closest one.
Target shields down. Target neutralized.
Warp enabled at 69. Nice. Actually, let's not go there. What's going on over here? Oh, there's a turret. Better not go there yet. Not without a warp drive.
Moving in to attack position.
There she is. Sensors have detected the Defiant within the shield perimeter of the Romulan base. No life signs aboard. They must have taken the crew to the station. We'll have to get them back. Prepare away teams. But first, we'll have to bring the Romulan station shields down.
That should not be too difficult once we have our warp drive.
Target shields down.
Not that I actually need the warp drives to the warp drive I mean to do that. But if I need to get a ship out of the fight as quickly as possible before it gets destroyed, so I can give it time to repair, then the warp drive is definitely a must.
Stand by to launch torpedoes.
Enemy shields disabled, Captain. Target destroyed, Captain.
Engaging target.
Engaging target. We have company.
Oh, these ships are good.
Threat neutralized.
Moving in to attack position.
Romulan vessel destroyed.
Okay, let's do that one now.
Engaging target.
Moving into attack.
This one needs some minor repairs, so better do it.
Albany standing
All
by.
of them do, actually.
New targets entering sector. Enterprise.
I seem to have done actually quite some damage here.
Target destroyed, Captain.
Wonderful.
Moving in to attack position.
Those other two ships that I have on my little fleet over here, they are so much faster than the 1701D
We've destroyed the
at
target.
impulse power.
Warp capability has been restored.
Ah, awesome. We can warp now. Now drop the outpost shields and beam over a boarding party. Okay. How should I do this? Hold on, everyone. Let's warp out of here for a moment, so I can plan out the attack.
Engage.
Captain, they've taken out our shields.
And also to do some repairs.
Our shields are down. On our way.
Romulan ships detected.
Setting course.
Come on, hurry up.
Heading set.
Engage. Go. Come on, Enterprise, warp. There we go.
Course laid.
Okay. Do repairs on all ships.
Standing by.
The ship just crashed over there.
Albany standing by.
Noobs. Alright. You go there.
laid in. Budapest standing by.
You stay with the Enterprise as well. Okay. The Enterprise, it has better protection against attacks and a bigger firepower. So it might be a good choice to send in just the Enterprise to the base. To that base to try and lower the shields. So I can... Oh, someone's coming. So I can try to teleport people there. The thing is, these other two smaller ships that I have here, they are faster. So they can maneuver much more quickly than the Enterprise. And I don't know, might be a better choice in case I need to bail out of there as quickly as possible. Alternatively, what would probably be the best choice is to actually send all three ships together for, you know, support. My concern is that the smaller ships, or whatever ship I decide to not control, to teleport people into the base, my concern is that they are going to try and destroy the base before I can achieve the objective of the mission. And stop.
Enterprise.
Look at this one. Nasty on top of the Enterprise. That is kind of cute, actually. Alright, let's do some repairs on them again.
Albany standing by.
There we go.
Enterprise.
Yeah, that is kind of cute, actually. Not gonna lie. Let's select all ships, divert power to shields, so I can restore the shields on the Enterprise and the other ship over there faster. Who is this one anyway? USS Budapest. Second one is also Budapest?
Albany standing by.
Budapest, standing by.
Okay, this is Budapest.
Budapest, standing by.
Wait, no, this is Budapest.
Albany standing by.
This one is Albany. Okay, so the writing there on the hull, that is actually a texture bug. I noticed this happens sometimes.
Enterprise.
Like there was a mission a couple weeks ago when I started playing this before doing streams with this game, that I had 3 Enterprises in the fleet. 3 out of the 4 ships I had were an Enterprise, even though they weren't actually the Enterprise. Okay, let's select all ships. And actually, no, let's select just the Enterprise. Select all ships, power to weapons. Now just the Enterprise. And I'll send in just the Enterprise. Let's see what happens there. Okay, you boys, stay here. Or maybe I should not send the Enterprise. The Enterprise is too valuable. And slow. Yeah, let's not send the Enterprise.
Setting course now.
Okay, Enterprise. Stay here. See, this is full impulse, and the Enterprise is getting here way too slowly. Alright, full stop. Albany and Budapest, you two are the ones who will do that mission. So, fly here. At warp. But first, I need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back, my friends. Alright, I am back. Now let's do this. Come on, warp. Didn't I order these ships to warp? I did. Why are they not doing it? There we go, now they are.
We have company.
Why only that one though? They should have warped together.
Albany standing by.
Crap. Fine, whatever.
Excellent. Their shields are down. Away teams, stand by. Transporter room, energize.
Away team to Enterprise. We're aboard. Beginning infiltration.
Understood. Keep a lock on them at all times, Chief. I want them back as soon as they've rescued the Defiance crew.
Wait, am I supposed to keep shooting? What am I supposed to do now?
Away team to Enterprise. We have them.
Cisco to Enterprise. We'll beam to the Defiant. We can't leave her behind for the Romulans.
Understood.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
I think it's time to go, Captain Cisco. Let's get you out of here.
Oh, hey, we did it. Yay!
Acting Captain's Log, Supplemental. Our encounter with the Romulan warships has truly tested the Defiant's fledgling capabilities. While she held up under fire, I can tell her systems still need a great deal of work. After informing Starfleet of the specifics of the engagement, the involvement of a Vulcan ship in combat with the Romulans seems to have caught their eye. The Romulan commander indicated that he had been harassed by some kind of Vulcan assassin. Those two terms don't seem very likely to be used in the same sentence, but I did witness an old Vulcan ship as we fled the nebula. I intend to find out what link these separate events have in common. I know it won't be easy, but something tells me that whatever I discover, it won't be to my liking.
Boy, that's still the... what was the ship called? The Celea, I think? Anyway, I think it's called the Celea. The Vulcan ship that was being shot at. That ship has been around since the very beginning of the game, and that was with the Enterprise era ships, with Captain Archer and whatnot. In the universe lore, that was about over 100 years ago. It was a long time. Yes, I want to save the progress. Oh. We are now in the... well, I'm not sure what era of Star Trek this is, but this is the Enterprise that came after the 1701D. I think this one is... this one only exists in the movies, which I have not watched yet. I'm still on season 5 of The Next Generation. What ships we have available? Nova class. Steam Runner. Defiant. Should I bother buying a Defiant? No, I can't. I don't have enough points. I don't think I should be able to buy any ship, even if I sold both of these. Nebula class. That's kind of ugly. Intrepid. Isn't this the same model that the Voyager is? I think it is. It is supposed to be a good ship. Why is this one still here? It's old. Galaxy class. Sovereign class. Yes, that's the one. One tier above the old 1701D. It's much sleeker, but also a little smaller. Not that that is a problem, not at all. Anyway, let's go with these ships, and let's see what happens.
Personal log, stardate 57327.8. The wheel is come full circle. There has been a great adjustment on the Enterprise with the loss of Commander Data, and with Will Riker's and Deanna's new postings. Amid so many new personnel, I feel, at times, alone. I fear the legacy of this vessel is coming to an end. though I know she will carry on long after I'm gone. For my part, I don't want this to be the last page of my journey aboard this ship. My ship. My latest assignment has me confronting a problem the Federation has dealt with since its founding. One I may very well have set in motion. Is this the promised end?
Anger and mercy.
I see the Federation's official delegation has arrived. Now we may begin the process of a civilized and orderly solution to all our problems.
I am Admiral Janeway, representing the interests of Starfleet in this matter, Tyrell of Vulcan.
And I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Locutus. Yes, I know who you are.
Forgive me, madam, but that is not my name.
Your current designation is irrelevant. We know you as Locutus, though the Collective may have changed a bit since you were last a part of us.
I see no change in the Collective. An armada of Borg vessels looms above a Federation planet, which usually means ill intent.
Just so. These feeble minds are no match for my mental disciplines. We are so much more than the Borg of old.
You sound the same as the old queen to me.
While you are no doubt testing my resolve, Catherine, may I call you Catherine? We are Vulcan, not Borg.
We?
What?
Don't you mean I? Look what has become of you. The Borg have changed you, altered you.
Your cursory examination of the situation is misguided, Locutus. I have molded the Borg into a tool of total logic. Surely it is better to be part of a union working for a common goal. That is the heart of the Vulcan philosophy. Knowledge and understanding in all things.
Sounds like a dictatorship to me. Why don't you skip to the part where you tell us why you're here and what it is you really want?
Have I not made my intentions plain enough? I wish to put an end to all that is illogical in the Alpha Quadrant.
Is it not illogical to force these changes, as you define them, upon others?
To expect logic to triumph through pacifism is illogical, Locutus. How many times must you see it through all of your histories, even that of my people, before we found a more responsible way of existing?
Responsible? Is that how you would define the deaths of the thousands you have sacrificed in pursuit of your personal paradise?
Regrettable incidents, but necessary for the ultimate good.
Enough of this, Tyrell, if that's still who you are beneath all that Borg technology. Withdraw your forces from Federation space immediately.
You refuse to understand that the logical choice is to surrender.
Tyrell, if you truly control the Collective, then let it be sundered. Free the millions of souls who have been taken by the Borg. You are still Vulcan. Don't let them take that from you as well.
We cannot hide what we are. In this, though we cannot be said to be flattering honest men, it must not be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter us. Goodbye, Locutus. We will miss you.
I take it we can expect the worst?
There is no true Vulcan left within her. She won't stop until every planet has become the paradise she desires.
Then we'll go with your plan, Jean-Luc. Take command of the fleet. I'll be back with some friends. Janeway out.
Arrivederci. See you tomorrow. Alright, that's one too many Borg cubes. What's up with these ships?
To all ships, the Borg have begun their assault in the Aurelius region. I have ordered that all Federation civilians in this system be evacuated to Starbase 127. To that end, we will provide protection to the transports carrying those people to safety. But we won't be able to hold the line indefinitely. Harassing the cubes may provide enough of a distraction to allow more transports to be launched, but ultimately, this system will be overrun. Every second counts. Godspeed, and keep your wits about you. Picard out.
No! Help 15 refugee ships to escape. Not an escort mission! Oh, I hate escort missions. Everybody hates escort missions. So I have to protect the 15 refugee ships, while at the same time basically attacking The Borg cube. Delay the Borg advance by harassing the Borg cubes. Oh no. Oh no.
Enterprise.
Captain, it's the Borg.
Full power to weapons.
Oh my god.
Moving to attack position.
Borg vessels have attacked some of our transports. We must engage and keep them busy so the transports have time to escape.
And I see spheres too. Alright, I'm going to leave these two ships here, and I'll send the Enterprise check on what's going on
The
here.
Borg cubes have begun their assault on Aurelia. Stay on alert.
Actually, let's select the second ship here
Torpedoes
and
locked
send
on
it
target.
there.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Enterprise.
On our way. We are engaging the Borg.
Alright, here we are.
Dropping out of warp.
What's going on around here?
Phaser power is optimal.
Oh, that thing is moving fast.
Albany to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
Budapest standing by.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain.
Where even is the refugee ship? Is that yellow thing there?
In phaser range, Captain.
Come on, destroy that ball already.
They've taken out our
Wow, their firepower is way too big.
destroyed. Captain, sensors report enemy vessel.
Stand by to fire phasers.
Borg ships destroyed.
Very soon I'm gonna have to use warp to get out of here with this ship.
Is severely compromised.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Gotta go, gotta go, warp!
Warp speed.
The repairs. Alright,
Course now.
this third ship is not doing squat.
Standing by.
Go here. Let's see, what's the Enterprise doing?
Enterprise.
Nothing. In that case, let's send the Enterprise to attack a couple cubes.
Proceeding to warp. Albany. Standing by.
Meanwhile, let's check on the Albany over here.
Maximum warp.
Captain, it's the Borg.
There's a colonist ship. Have to protect it.
Enterprise.
Also, Enterprise, do some minor repairs because you need it.
Sir,
Hey,
we're
there's a
dropping
cube.
out of warp.
Lock phasers.
Albany to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Borg cubes are assimilating another planet. The civilians there are helpless without our intervention.
I'm doing what I can.
Return fire.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Alright, let's move.
Captain, they've taken out our shield.
I said, move! Enterprise, move! I have no idea what's going on with the other ships right now.
Photon torpedoes ready.
Okay, the third ship there is gonna need my attention very, very soon.
Now we
Same
have their attention. With a
Same with the
cube
Enterprise,
destroyed,
actually.
They'll consider us a threat. Be ready.
Alright, let's order some repairs on the Enterprise. Let's check on this ship.
Albany. Standing by.
Oh, buddy, why were you not attacking? They were right behind you.
Phasers locked.
Ooh, warp!
Engaging the Borg.
Phasers locked on target, sir.
Oh, I almost lost this ship. Holy balls.
Budapest to fleet. We're taking a beating.
Alright, here, this is fine. Over here is fine.
Budapest
Go to the
fleet.
shipyard.
We're taking a beating. Budapest
Oh,
standing
they
by.
found this one. That's a problem. The ship is not yet quite ready to fight again. Warp out of there. Hurry. Any heading, just go. Man, this ship was almost fully repaired.
Albany. Standing
Okay,
by.
you dock. Are you too far away to dock yet?
Diverting power to weapons, Captain. Diverting power to shields, Captain.
Come on,
Setting
do
course
that
now.
faster. I need the ship to dock with this shipyard. Transport? Sure.
Transport waiting.
The Borg are targeting our transports. We have to keep them off those ships until they can reach the starbase.
I don't know what to do. Where's the Enterprise?
Enterprise.
Course set, Captain.
Oh, I thought I had destroyed this cube already.
We're in position.
Oh, that's a problem. Come on, let me shoot torpedoes. Yes, that's what I'm talking
We've
about.
lost one of the planets to the Borg. All civilian vessels from that planet have been assimilated.
Boy, this cube is resilient. Enterprise,
Prepare
follow
for
it.
return fire.
Shields are low, Captain.
Oh, we're gonna crash. Cube is almost destroyed. Come on.
Borg
There we go.
Borg vessels approaching.
Uh-oh. Stuff is happening here. Enterprise, go there.
Budapest standing by.
Okay, Budapest, I'm gonna need you to come over here now. Even though you're not ready. Select the Enterprise.
Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Targets, where are they?
Fleet.
Warping to your coordinates. Enemy vessel detected.
We have arrived at our destination.
Oh, those Borg spheres are too close. That's a problem.
Heading set.
Enterprise, let's warp. Yeah, here.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Course laid in.
There we go. Yes, take aim.
Budapest to fleet. We're in position.
Setting course now.
Alright, we are in the clear for the moment. In this area. Check the other ships.
Budapest.
Okay, they
standing
seem to be
by.
doing fine for the most part.
Standing by.
Confirm new heading. Full impulse. Enterprise.
Okay, let's everyone attack this thing.
Albany to fleet. We have arrived at our destination.
All power to engines for the moment.
Diverting power to engines, Captain.
The Borg vessels, they are way too fast, so they're gonna get here much quicker than we can warp to their current location. So by the time we get there with warp, they're likely gonna be behind us. If you know what I mean, I don't know. Alright, all power to weapons.
Transfer all power to weapons.
This Enterprise is faster than the 17-1D, but it's still slower than those other two ships.
Engaging target.
Engaging target.
What's going on with the map over here? I'll leave these two smaller ships to deal with those two spheres, and I'll bring the Enterprise over here to try and protect these ships.
Warp speed.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Sir, we're dropping out of warp.
Yeah, that there. Rectangle. The Borg are not very creative, are they?
Borg vessel destroyed.
Captain, sensors report enemy vessel. Diverting energy. Photons are loaded, sir.
There we go.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Ah! Who's shooting? You? You. You. What?
Lasers ready, Captain.
Like this. Oh, there's two of you here. That's a problem. Oops.
Borg vessel destroyed.
What did I do?
Borg vessel destroyed.
Alright. There's one down there. Oops.
Sensors report enemy vessel.
Ship number 1 and ship number 2. I mean, ship number 2 and 3. Warp to that point.
Enterprise.
Why is there a rectangle on the planet over there?
Warping to your coordinates.
Excuse me.
Borg vessels approaching. Setting course.
Why did you warp? I did not command you to warp.
Photon torpedoes ready.
Borg vessel destroyed.
This one is almost done for. There we go. Now a sphere down here.
Direct hit enemy weapon system. Borg
And
vessel.
another one. Uh oh. Where? There. 2 and 3, what are you doing? Okay, just one of you then. The other one, protecting that one. Well, we just lost a ship. A refugee ship. That's a problem.
We are engaging the Borg.
Let's leave the Enterprise here for a moment.
Opening.
See what's happening here.
Standing by.
Budapest to fleet. Awaiting orders.
Borg vessel destroyed.
Alright, let's go there.
Course now.
Let's perform some minor repairs on the Albany. As it needs it.
Borg vessels on approach.
Budapest standing by.
Refugees are under attack. Where? Here. Where is the refugee ship? It's there. Oh god. The Borg are annoying.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain. Borg vessel destroyed.
Question, did I lose a refugee ship just now? Probably.
Stand by to fire phasers.
In phaser range, Captain.
Ship needs some fixing. Nice. Okay, Albany and whatever the name of the other ship is. Warp there. Actually, no, only one of you. The other one.
Standing by.
Escort this little ship. Whatever that is. Seems to be that. Yep, it is.
The Borg are targeting our transports. We have to keep them off those ships until they can reach the starbase.
See what's happening here.
Standing by.
There. Oh, something just exploded over there.
Course laid in.
Ah, shut up, Borg.
In phaser range, Captain. Captain, they take it out our shields.
Oh, this ship here is taking quite a beating right now.
Borg vessel destroyed. Captain, hull integrity is severely compromised.
I'm gonna have to bail this ship out of here very soon.
Enemy weapon system.
Taking too much damage.
Enemy vessel on tactical.
It sounds like the Enterprise is engaging the Borg.
In phaser range, Captain.
Alright, warp.
Mission accomplished. The majority of the people on those planets have been rescued and are transferring to warp-capable ships at the starbase. We'll cover their retreat.
Now what?
You know us too well, Locutus. Perhaps you are more formidable than I had previously thought. If you want my attention, you shall have it.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, mission successful. I thought there was going to be something else with this one. Whew. Anyway, it actually wasn't so bad. Yes, I want to save the progress. 25,071 command points. Wow, this one costs 190,000. Yeah, I don't think I should buy another ship now. Not yet. If anything, maybe the Defiant. Nah. I kind of feel like playing another mission today's stream, but it is getting a bit late, and I am getting a bit hungry. So I'm gonna end here for today. But I'm definitely gonna be playing this some more. If not on stream, on my own, because next week I should play something different. Otherwise, I'm gonna be just playing Star Trek Legacy on the Gaming Fridays, and I am supposed to play a different game every week on Fridays. With that said, let's disengage. I stream every week on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. I play a different game every week on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I do art live on Sundays. However, I'm actually thinking of not streaming on Wednesdays for the month of January. I take a little break, but I have not fully decided on that yet. It's something to look into. If I don't do that in January, I might do it for February. I don't know. What is? I don't know what the point I was trying to make is. Anyway, the streams on Wednesdays, they are always in Portuguese. They should start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The streams on Fridays are always in English, and they should start at 6 p.m. also Eastern Time. And on Sundays, also in English at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I have a Discord server now. It's called Dragon Realms. The access to it is currently somewhat restricted. However, I will be opening it for the general public soon. But for now, only members of the art group on DeviantArt only members of the art group Dragon Realms on DeviantArt are currently able to join the server, as well as subscribers to my Twitch channel here on Twitch. So if you are one of those, there is a link below the stream where you can click on to join the server if you wish. If you have problems with that link for some reason, you can message me on DeviantArt. Down here on the corner of the screen is my name on DeviantArt. And you can also message me on Twitter @_MikeDragon. And you can say, hey, I'm a member or subscriber, I'm having troubles with the link. And I'm gonna send you a link directly in private. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you all so much for joining the stream today. I hope you had fun and enjoyed. I wish you an amazing weekend. Have fun. And until we meet again on the next stream, have a great night, sleep well. God bless you all, stay safe and healthy, and dream of dragons. Bye everyone, see ya.
Some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't stand. Balancing trips because I'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let them on my opinion of such enough. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fate. That if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the show. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let them on my opinion. Stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just go. Don't wait or play to indecision. Don't bet on taking trips because you've got to be more grand. You got to think ahead and carry out the things you planned. Citrus can be your fuse when you can see where puzzles lay. Don't quit on hopes or dreams when you have simply got to chin up. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll only drag you down. You've got to keep on sailing even when you want to frown. The world will keep on turning without matter where you land. You might as well be running when your feet should hit the sand. cars, they'll turn your trips to trash.